Okay, class, take your seats. So, amnesia is a narrative cliche, but it's what happened to our patients, so we'll work with what we've been given. So, we're looking at a catalyst. We're looking for the catalyst. Yes, the moment that changed everything. A miscalculated word, that fateful knock on a door, a pandemic perhaps. Prometheus giving humans fire. It's that inciting incident in the first few pages of a screenplay and the major turning point for the protagonist. Okay, right. So what's the story? Well, because once we know the story, we'll know who should tell it. Well, you don't really tell the audience, do you? You have to show them the story. Yeah, but no, sometimes you have to tell the audience because, some of them are idiots. No offense, but, well, some of you are idiots. Not all of them. You can't say that. What? Why? Oh, why are you out of breath? I did three press ups. 3. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yes. Fine. I should exercise more. Fucking hell. I'm on it. Okay. Some of you are really good at exercise. I'm really good, for example, at writing a script. Are you? Yes. Actually, I think this is a good script. Fucking hell, you're all annoying. Okay, so, but yeah, you are right though. I should actually do more exercise and breathe. Okay, so, but what is the story? So the title's Idiot Savant, right? It's a play on words as well. I think it's a very good title. Thank you. Thank you, says me to us. That's the story, isn't it? It's about a man. Just a man? Okay, let's just say comedian. It's about a comedian who had amnesia, and he forgot everything. He forgot everything, and he often speaks in the third person as a way to sort of recalibrate, sort of come back to normal. Wait, he talks in the third person to come back to normal. Well, yeah, because once you've lost everything, and I'm not talking about I lost my car, in a game of cards. It's lost everything, his mind, his name, his memory, and with that, the understanding of what reality is. Because once you get a loosening of priors, bruv, you start wondering if gravity is even real. And yeah, obviously, gravity is real as in stuff falls down, but why is it falling down really? Is it because Hades lives down there and he's got everything on strings? No, obviously no, that doesn't make any sense. But since everything broke down in my reality, all of a sudden, everything is possible, man. And that's exciting. And at the same time, I'm going to be honest, kind of terrifying. Because now all of a sudden I believe in stuff like demons. There was a part of me that, okay, so I was thinking about that. When I wrote this, the writer, I was comparing amnesia with the term horror vacui. HORRORVACUI, right? It's Latin for essentially fear of the empty. And basically what that means is nature abhors a vacuum, right? So a vacuum will essentially always get filled with something. And I was trying to make sense of this amnesia stuff, and in my re-emerging, it has felt like I am not alone in the collaborating of this reconstruction. And I can't tell if it's a team of different selves that exist within me, okay? And this team exists within me, and like a Faraday cage, as in like, it's just me inside. Or whether there is also participation in the external world. And based on my experience, bruv, sometimes there are synchronicities. Sometimes there's loads of synchronicities. At the moment, honestly, the synchronicities that we are having are, well, part of the madness. I mean, we have lost our minds because I can't tell if we're being pushed, if we're being pulled into certain directions, but something's going on, right? So anyway, so what's the story? Okay, well, the story is, what's the elevator pitch? Okay, well, what did I write here? Yeah, after waking up with amnesia, a comedian discovers he is no longer alone in his body, in his mind and body. Memories of other selves, new alien guests, and people he once knew, all fighting for survival to be remembered. It's a first-person account on... All right, well, this is too long, isn't it? Isn't this too long? Well... Yeah, but some people, if you just say something in one sentence, they're like, well, that's not enough information. Give me more information. I'm giving them all the information, and then they can make up their mind. Yeah, it's too long, though, and it doesn't sound very funny. Well, it wasn't funny. It was traumatic. I'm not saying that's the point. It's just that what this body experienced is trauma. Yeah, but trauma doesn't sell as well as comedy. So... maybe you need to add some jokes to this. Yeah, well, I'm on it. Okay. It's tough, isn't it? I mean, you're all looking at me, and when I say all of you are looking at me, yeah, that's weird. That's a weird way of phrasing it, isn't it? Because am I looking at myself doing this from a different perspective? And obviously I will in the future, because I'm filming this, and I often tend to rewatch the things I create in order to best understand how I improve, which means that I am watching this in the future, and in the future I'm watching it now. So therefore, this is complicated. It's complicated, isn't it? It is complicated. Okay, so but fun. So in your own words, what is amnesia? Well, I've already said this. It's the process of grieving not just your own death, but the death of everyone you ever knew. Okay, good. So now make that funny. Oh, okay. Just that easy, is it? Okay, well, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on stage as a character that, I'll be honest, it's still evolving. It's still evolving, is it? The show is in 2 days. Yeah, but I can improvise. So give me a rough structure, which we have. We've got a rough structure, and technically I wrote this. Well, I wrote this. Okay, okay. So he wrote that, but he lives in me. Okay, so I technically know the script. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of improvise around the more important milestones. Yeah. So there are certain sort of points in the story, in the play, where is it a play? What do you mean? Sometimes it doesn't feel like a play and it feels more like an experiment. Well, yeah, or a cry for help. Yeah, there's different interpretations to what art is. Is it a play? Is it a ploy? Some of you haven't thought about that, have you? Maybe I'm evil. Huh? Maybe I'm evil, and I'm gonna get in your heads. Whose heads? Your head, audience, member, whoever's watching. I'm in your head now. You are experiencing me, probably visually, maybe audibly. What about the ones that want to experience you just visually but not audibly? Well, I think they're missing out, because I have a lot of good, important things to say. Do you? You even almost laughed as you were saying that. I've got there's some stuff in here that's important. Yeah, but it's all regurgitated stuff from other people, right? No, well, no. There's definitely one line in here that I think is original. Okay, we're listening. Well, I'm not going to reveal it now, but there is you know what? I'm going to say 95% sure that there is a line in here that is trademark Eric Lampaert, uniquely Eric Lampaert. Oh, okay, so you do have a name. Well, yeah, okay, basically, when I had amnesia, I lost, everything, including my name. And it took me quite a while to trust my own name because when I went to hospital, I got my ID out and I was like, oh, Eric. That's how I learned that my name was Eric. So then obviously I was like, well, who put the ID in that pocket? Like, who put it in my pocket? Oh, I didn't know. And then technically, let's all be honest here. If we are the Big Bang experiencing itself, therefore I am the universe. But I'm not saying that just me, like all of us, everything. This is the universe, this cup is the universe, you at home's watching, it's the universe, everything's the universe, right? But if I've come to accept that, therefore, I don't have a name really. But it has come to my attention that having a name does make things easier to, I don't know, like open a bank account, for example. Would you like to open a bank account? Yes, please. Name? I don't have a name. Well, get out then. It's been, no. So yes. So you know what? Agreed. Right. Let's order. So we will agree now that at the very least Eric has a name and it is me and us. No. Wait. Okay, so it's not us. No, it's not. You've got to return to a form of self where you can't just be going us all the time and we, because that's mad. I don't think it is. No. A rebuttal. Oh, is this how 12 Angry Men, the play, started? There's always one trickster in the mix causing trouble, but that troublemaker, the trickster, he's always got something to say. He's always making you think, doesn't he? He's always one step ahead of you, or one step up behind. Right, but then, if you really are a society, how about you take care of the idiots at the back? Maybe I am the idiot. You are the idiot. Maybe I am. You are. Maybe. Right? Maybe. Maybe I am the idiot. But maybe I am the genius. Stop saying it. No genius says that they're a genius. Right, so we'll keep it to ourselves. Okay, so that was new. I enjoyed that. What, kissing fingers? I've done it before, haven't I? No, you've licked them. I have licked my fingers. Why have I done that? Well, it feels good. Okay. Right, so next up on the agenda, what are we doing? Well, have you rehearsed? No rehearsal, I've said that already. I'm going to improvise. Okay, so, and it's a work in progress show. It's the first of maybe many. I'm tempted to do it as a one-off. And I'm filming it, so then other people can watch it or something. So what's the purpose of this? What's the purpose? To entertain, to educate, to educate people about amnesia and then how one might be able to come back from such an experience. Because eventually, I would like to do art therapy stuff for people that need it. So that'd be nice. I think that'd be a nice thing. But what? Do I want to be famous? Nah, no, I'm not bothered about that really. What about money? Money? Do I want money? It's not important though, is it? But I mean, well, if there is money, if we're talking money, then yes, I would like. What can I name? 10 million. I'd like 100 million of the best currency. I was about to say dollars, but I have no idea where they are on the chart. Or actually, you know what? Maybe not money. Just give me some stocks. No, you know what? No, I want some money. Okay, so let's agree. This script, which has the power to make people lose their minds, because that is essentially this is what happened to me, and I lost my mind, and now I have. This is essentially the opposite of the Malleus Maleficarum. I'm not killing witches with this. I'm raising them. Oh, fucking hell! Right, so if anyone wants me to not raise too many witches, I will do some, because some of you will be like, oh, he's not serious. And then fucking Lampert's going to come in with loads of witches and warlocks, right? Because I don't discriminate. And then you'll be like, oh, stop it. And I'll be like, well, give me some fucking money, right? I'm sick of being poor. I'm 35 years old and I'm still crashing on people's sofas. Do you know how embarrassing that is? It's embarrassing, okay? Right, so give money. Yes, please. Okay, so next thing on the order is money. What else do we need to talk about? Anything else? No? Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to go read this script a little bit more because the show is in a couple of days and I want to give my best. I want to give my best performance. One thing that I am troubled by is the push and pull between wanting to be an actor and working in cinema, and at the same time not really caring for that anymore. A part of me wants to disappear and just live in the middle of a desert or a forest or something, and just everyone leave me the fuck alone. We'd like that, actually. Sorry, what? What did you say? You said that you'd like that. Yeah, we would. Oh, wait. I heard that as, yeah, we'd like you to get out of here. But actually, I'm bringing all of you with me, aren't I? So, is this what you all want? Because if I am the captain of my team, I need to listen to all of you. So what is it that we need? We want money! Well, that's... Not everyone wants money in here, right? No, some of us would like... Go on. Well, go on. I'm shy. It's all right. Well, does it... What? Go on. We'd like peace. Okay, yeah, peace is great, obviously. Peace is good. I'm a big fan of peace. But in the eternal, as in, if we believe in eternal life, which some of us do now, annoyingly, God, fuck. Imagine how much stuff... eternity is... Fucking hell, that's a lot of things to think about. So therefore, we have to think of games and storylines for people to be entertained by, which means that we need a little bit of war. We need a little bit of conflict. But what about the people that die? They don't ever die. I mean, death is a thing. Obviously, people do die, but then they disappear from our existence, and then, sad, obviously sad, really sad. But then you don't know what's going on the other side. You might meet them later on. What if you never meet them? Memories. But you know that memories are valuable. Yeah. Who's talking? Me! Okay, yeah, it's true. This is one of the challenging thing, actually, in telling this story, is every time a memory comes back, it actually gets reconstructed by the present version of you, which means that every single time you recall a memory, it's actually different from the time that you remembered it last, which means that eventually it just becomes a fabrication. And this is what gets quite challenging, because it means that we are all technically living in some sort of fiction, right? And then with that, like, for example, I like to be a good boy. I love being a good boy. I love giving my homework on time. I really like being punctual. What else? There's loads of stuff that I like that people are like, oh, nerd. Yeah, I love being a nerd. Fucking love it. Okay? But there is also a deep, deep fire burning inside of me that wants out. And sometimes, just on occasions, it feels like my skin is the only thing actually stopping that burning rage from escaping out into society. And so what I am perplexed by is, what does one do with that? Huh? And obviously I'm making art, good, lovely, but am I also making the kind of art that is like, okay, is it a play or is it a ploy? Have I said that already? I have, haven't I? Okay, well, repetition is important. The more you say something, the more you learn, but the more you learn, okay? I'm deadly serious about this. I'm holding the entire world at ransom. And when I say world, I don't just mean planet Earth. Oh, ha! Guess what? But loads of areas. The Earth, the solar system, the galaxy, all of them actually, and maybe some parts of them, all of the multiverse as well. Oh, check that out. You're all mine, okay? It's really lonely up here. Yeah. Well, yes, it's true that having all the power is lonely, but it is quite lonely. A team. That is what I need. Ow, fucking hell. I need a team, please. You have one. Yeah, but an external one, because internal team is fun, but it's also like asylum level shit. And so a team would be nice. One more thing I'd like to actually bring up to the team is... Oh, I forgot what it was. But that's not amnesia though, that's just forgetting some stuff. Sometimes I wonder if I'm meant to forget, because I do talk a lot. We can all agree that I talk a lot. And sometimes I think, there's some stuff that should be secret, right? There's some stuff that should be secret. But what should be secret? What should be secret? Because I don't know. I don't know what's secret. I don't know what's the secret. I'll tell you what, I've just remembered. So I wrote the script, but before I wrote the script, I wrote another one called Of All Things. And it is a philosophical zombie series about the nature of reality. Now, it's just a pilot episode. And in it, a character dies and comes back to life, okay, from a sort of virus that, attaches itself on the host's brain and then sort of manipulates it. And there is a almost mirror quality to what happened to me. I sort of essentially died and I came back to life in a different sort of way. And this horror vacui, it's like I've brought something else with me, And so sometimes I go, oh, weird, because did I write the script where a character dies as a warning that, like, hey, just so you know, this is about to happen to you? Or did I write it and then the artist in me sort of was so sad about his life, because I was going through a divorce and everything, and it was sad, but actually it was, I'm pretending, but it was, I did quite a lot of crying. So therefore, I made it into reality. Now, either way, that's interesting. Who knows? We'll never really know. But in that script, the parasite, the virus, spreads, and then in that spreading, they unify. So every host then becomes one. It becomes a sort of unified thing. And I know, it's not original. It's been done. Okay, I know. It's been done. But the thing that's never been done before, from my perspective, is that a few months later, a virus did actually take over the planet. So in the script I wrote, Of All Things, a virus takes over a few people and eventually spreads and takes over the planet. And then the COVID pandemic occurred on planet Earth. And so I can't help but think maybe I had something to do with it. And again, I did quite a lot of crying about that, because for a brief but very real moment, I thought I was responsible for the coronavirus outbreak that killed millions of people. And oh, the weight of that trust, whew, definitely changes a person. Yeah? So that happened to me. And obviously I'm sort of brushing it away, going, it wasn't real, but it was real, and it actually, that is my reality. And I have the script. I have the script with me in the suitcase. And a part of me is thinking, should I burn it? At the very least, for my benefit, as in, like, should I just forget about it, out of sight, out of mind. And then another part of me is thinking, but no, if I genuinely brought into everyone's realities like a sort of apocalypse, then I do have some sort of power. And I'll be honest, I quite like that. I like that power. Now, I'd like to use the power for good, but turns out that being good, I was talking about like how I love being a good boy. I love being a good boy. But you know what? Good boy doesn't pay. Bad boy, does it pay? I don't know. I've never really been a bad boy. Now, I've been an arsehole and a dickhead. Very different things. That's more like temper tantrum. Oh, he's being defensive. What, can't handle his emotion. Now I can handle my emotion. Ooh, scary. Ooh, right? So now I'm serious about the 100 million of the best currency to me, please, because I'm holding all of you hostage. The virus is going to evolve. So do what you will with that information. Right. It's lovely chatting with all of you, and I will see you next time.